There has been a lot going on in the cruise industry, and it's time we get caught up. Hey everybody, if you are new here, which you probably are because we've gotten a lot of subscribers over the last few months, make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. We have hit major milestones here on the channel, so we are investing in sound equipment and cameras. We have a lot of fun things planned for the channel, and it's all because of you. But something we really need right now is view hours, so please stay till the end of this video. Go back, watch my last few videos, leave me a comment in the comment section letting me know what you think about the stories I'm sharing. That lets me know what kind of videos to cover and what you want to hear at home. We are less than 1,500 view hours away from becoming a member of the YouTube Partner Program, which for some people can only take a few months if you know the right people, or for somebody like me that doesn't know anybody, it could take years. Sometimes it never even happens because the view hours are very hard. So thank you so much for everyone who has subscribed, who has watched my videos, who have left a thumbs up, who has commented, and we're doing a lot of community polls, so make sure you let me know your opinions on those as well. Okay, that's enough. Hey everybody, if you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things theme park, cruise, and travel. And if you're a returning viewer, make sure you click that notification bell so you never miss a video. Now we are starting off 2025 with a few stories that have already been on the internet. I've been following these stories and I want to let you know all about what's going on in the cruise space. Before I get into today's first story, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who has watched my videos, subscribed, liked, and left a comment in the 2024 year. Because of you, we have hit major milestones on the channel, and you guys are officially a part of the first 1,000 subscribers here on the channel, and that means so much to me. That first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube is always going to be the hardest 1,000 subscribers, and you guys get to be a part of that very core group, my core audience, and I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you for all of your support. I hope 2025 is going great for you all. We're only a few days into the new year, but I want to take a minute to talk about some stories that I've been watching over the last few weeks. In today's first story, Dominic Weaver evaded the law enforcement, or at least the child support enforcement division, for more than a decade. But he made a big mistake. He decided to go on a cruise. Now, everybody deserves a vacation, some time away to relax and reset, but not if you're not taking care of your children. Dominic Weaver evaded child support for more than 10 years. Well, the child support division caught up with him recently and demanded that he pay more than $90,000 in back child support. However, instead of making those payments, he decided to book himself a little cruise vacation.
The suspect had just ended a vacation. He was exiting a cruise ship in Miami, Florida, when he was taken into custody. And now it's very likely Metro Corrections will be his home for the holidays.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Weaver.
Jefferson County Attorney Mike O'Connell says Dominic Weaver has been on the run from child support for several years.
I don't know when he left, but he fled the jurisdiction, and from the date of his sentence until today, and even today, he's not paid 1 cent of child support.
But last week, Weaver was taken into custody in Florida.
He was found, fortunately, but this is the interesting part, by the Miami police getting off a cruise ship last week in Miami.
Detectives from the Child Support Division recently flew to Miami, brought Weaver back to Louisville, and locked him up at Metro Corrections.
This is one of the most egregious events that brings something to light that I think I've ever seen.
O'Connell says Weaver has a total of 4 cases with the Child Support Division.
Those 2 more of those are ready for indictment, again, of more felonies.
And owes more than 6 figures in back child support.
I think it's somewhere in the $114,000, $120,000.
After getting off of his cruise in the port of Miami, he was arrested and had at that point accumulated a child support bill of over $100,000. Now, here's the thing about cruises. You are signing a contract, you are giving information, very personal information, your name, date of birth, a whole lot of other information. They're getting your driver's license or passport information. And if you have any sort of issues or warrants with law enforcement, they are going to find you if you go on a cruise. Now, cruise lines aren't going to stop you as you're going onto a cruise. So just when you think you've gotten away with getting on a cruise, even though you have a criminal history that needs to be addressed, that's not the way it works. They're actually going to let you go on your cruise, but after you get off, law enforcement's going to be there waiting to take you into their open arms. So let this be a lesson to everybody out there. If you owe child support or have any sort of open warrants, you might want to get that taken care of before you book your next cruise vacation. Before I get into my next story, let me quickly invite you to subscribe. If you like staying up to date on all things theme park, cruise, and travel, please consider subscribing with that notification bell on. Thank you so much in advance. Now, let's get into our next story. A 48-year-old woman made a very unfortunate decision to try to unalive herself by jumping off of a cruise ship. This cruiser was sailing on a Princess cruise ship when she decided to jump overboard into the water. And fortunately, she was not successful in going into the water, but unfortunately, she did land on a lower deck. Now, crew on this ship did try their best to save this woman, but unfortunately, they were not successful. Now, initially when the story broke, this cruiser's identification was not released to the public, but since then her identification has been made public and the cruiser has been identified as 48-year-old Elizabeth McMurray. This is all around just a tragic story. Elizabeth was sailing on the Sun Princess with her mother during this incident. And I want to take a moment to send my condolences to Elizabeth's mother. This has got to be not only a tragic experience for her, but unimaginable. Elizabeth was sailing on the Sun Princess with her mother during this incident. And her mother has recently come out to say that the crew of the Sun Princess did everything they absolutely could to save her daughter's life. But unfortunately, Elizabeth did succumb to her injuries. My thoughts and prayers go out to Elizabeth's family, especially her mother. I want to take this opportunity to use my platform to say, if you or anyone you know is struggling with mental health, sadness, depression, make sure you reach out to somebody. Now, I do understand that the American healthcare system is not the best, especially when it comes to mental health. It is very hard in some cases to get seen by mental health professionals with the insurance here in America. And I am a firm advocate that people should have access to therapists, psychologists, or even counselors. And if you're someone who's having trouble finding resources that are available to you, I would suggest reaching out to local churches, even if you're not religious, because a lot of times they have interns who will be willing to see you for free for a certain number of sessions, and it's no cost to you, there's no judgment, and you have an outlet so that you have someone to talk to. And maybe we can end these incidents happening all across the world, not just on cruise ships. I'm going to link some resources below just so you have them if you want them. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you want to stay up to date on all things theme park, cruise, and travel, please consider subscribing with that notification bell on. Until next time,